Okay, we're back.
We've come here for episode 2.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that we made it to episode 2. Part of me thought that you guys weren't going to show up. So this is a very pleasant surprise.
Why would you
Part of
think
me
that?
thought it too.
Okay, you know what we learned from episode 1? We learned that you need to talk into your fucking mic.
True.
Oh.
Well, in that case, I'll have you know, I literally flipped a coin earlier today at 5:30 between calling the Uber to get here on time and running another map, and it came up heads. So you won today.
There it is. There he did it.
We'll see you next week for the exciting continuation
Also, you can
of
hit
the
us.
series.
You can hit us with some ASMR if you want to be talking straight into the mic.
Remember, for every like and subscribe on this video, we give the coin an extra 1% chance to land on Path of Exile instead of OVILEE'S video, which will subsequently mean that the content will be better once I get here late.
You know what would ruin this podcast?
What?
Like any ASMR video, we should just start licking.
Oh my god! You just get in there and start doing the slurp.
Wait. Okay. Hear me out.
Yes.
I subscribe to that content.
Oh, of
It's
course
so
you do.
calming.
Of course you do.
It's
yeah.
so calming, though.
I don't know what calms you anymore. I'm just saying.
Oh, well, forget what calms me. You know
It
what
starts with a
angers
T
me?
and ends with an anticle.
People in the chat are going to be trying to figure that out. But you know what absolutely
Oh, that doesn't get
infuriates
her
me,
calm.
though?
That goes the
What's
opposite
that?
direction.
Which
What's
one
that?
of you fuckers, Ian, you included,
Whoa.
who peed on the floor in my bathroom?
Oh.
I don't pee on no floors. I am accurate. I put it in Discord. I have the accuracy of an elven archer.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, so I went into my freaking bathroom. I think you're lying. I went into my freaking bathroom.
Oh, here it comes.
Why am
I have my pristine white toilet because I don't use that bathroom. I use the other bathroom in my room.
Oh, so you have a guest bathroom.
That's the guest
That
bathroom.
bathroom
That's for
ain't-
you animals.
That bathroom ain't pristine. It had no soap. I had to jack the body wash out of the shower.
Yep.
There was booby traps on the shower door that I had to stop from falling down. You Temple of Doom that motherfucker.
Yeah, was that before or after you peed on the floor?
I did not pee on the floor. So that was an entirely irrelevant question to the fact that you Temple of Doomed your own shower.
Exactly.
Let me paint a picture.
Okay, go for it.
I'm preparing for today's podcast, right? I know that I have all you guys coming over, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
like just doing spot checks. I'm like, I put soap in the bathroom. I went to Bath and Body Works and I picked up some scented candles
Yeah.
and scented hand soaps.
I'm not trying to have sex with the bathroom. What do I need that shit for? Just give me a bottle of Irish Spring or whatever.
When I get that feeling. you enter a washroom, instantly Marvin Gaye. I have an admission. Look.
Did you pee?
No, look.
Did you
I have to
pee?
be clear. Okay, I have
Unsolved
to be
mysteries.
crystal clear. Because I'm pretty sure you only let us in that washroom because the other option is that there was another guy in this house. So
Ollie's got hoes! Ollie's got hoes,
we
and
have
she's
to-
trying to blame it on us.
Host confirmed.
Rule that out. We have to immediately rule that out. So
I
I
could
said
have a guy over. I could have a gentleman caller.
so my admission.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
My
I ain't gonna say
admission?
nothing.
I would say 90% of the time when I take a piss, I sit down. But that 10% happened in your household. I stood up and pissed. I personally thought it was clean. So I don't think it's me. Personally, I don't think
Mystery
it's me.
solved.
But if you're saying no one else did it, then there's only one option.
It
It was Thresh.
was
It was clearly Thresh.
I have tried to potty train Thresh to use the toilet before, and it did not work out.
No luck.
He's scared.
Dogs can't do that.
Well, I thought maybe he was different.
They can't aim.
I know.
That shit's at a fixed angle.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not totally true. They just they lift a leg or they squat. Thresh squats like a girl.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, this was like, it wasn't just, the little dribble on the side of the toilet rim or whatever, because I've had guy roommates. I know
Yeah.
what the little toilet dribble looks like.
Yeah.
They missed the bottom of the bowl and peed right into the eye of, I have a squatty potty type
Yes.
thing with a panda face. They pissed on the panda's eye.
This is why,
No, I
even
ain't
though
pissing on no pandas, man. Them
I
are
know
endangered.
I incriminated myself, but I'm making this clear. I can aim.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not me.
Ralph
I
Quaisley
know.
sin.
I know exactly. I know if I miss, and I clean up after myself in my own goddamn house.
As do I.
Yes.
That's why I'm like, if I would have fucked up, then I would have made sure that it fucked off.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay.
That's why I think we're innocent. But you have to trust me now because I came out with my admission. I was honest, so it can't be me.
We haven't spoken to the other man who has used the bathroom in this house.
Okay.
Producer Ian, did you piss on the
You
floor?
can't blame it on Ian, man. He runs the show.
Thank you.
Did you or did you not piss on the floor?
I can neither confirm nor deny that I pissed on the floor there.
The mystery only thickens.
Just like the piss stains on Ollie's
Yeah.
back.
This chapter is unsolved mystery, so we'll come back to it.
No, I'm gonna bring up one final thing to put a button on this.
Okay.
Before we started recording this podcast, I jumped into the Cream Team Dream Stream.
Yeah.
That is the squad with Fiona Nova.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
G4
cream
legend.
team.
The queen.
Kassem G, as well as Kevin Perierera.
Oh, there we
G4
go.
buddies,
Yeah, all the G4
True.
buddies. I brought up the fact that someone has pissed in my house on the floor.
Okay.
And Fiona said, it's probably the white man.
Oh!
Racism.
It's doomed. You're fucked. It's over for you.
I just want to remind you that you were talking to yourself when you were in my bathroom last week.
I always sing songs when I'm in the bathroom.
Do you always miss too?
No. I sing Paranoid by Black Sabbath from the album Paranoid by Black Sabbath.
Did you or did you not piss in that
It's-
washroom?
My favorite bathroom song. I always sing it every time I take a piss.
What are the lyrics? I'm gonna miss
Finished
the
with my
ball.
woman cause she couldn't help me with my mind. People think I'm insane because I am frowning all the time.
And then usually you're done pissing by that point.
Yeah,
That's the perfect, like, chaotic pissing song. So he had to have missed.
Exactly.
He had to have
Did
missed.
you see how much headbanging there was? There had to have been headbanging here too.
He's jackhammering his
You're a
beater.
two-hander.
Jiggle physics strikes again.
I'm gonna hard segue to a dream I had 2 nights ago.
Oh, shit.
Whoa!
I
Did you
had
have
a
a
dream.
massive cock?
I had a dream where I was sitting in a math class. That's how you know it was bad.
Yeah.
Right? And like I was sitting down and then I was like, oh, I feel uncomfortable. And I look down and my massive dick is just sticking out of my fly. And I'm like, oh no, I have to fix this. And so like I put the paper on the table and everything and I'm like trying to like maneuver my massive flaccid
Yes.
penis to go back into my jeans and try to zip it. But instead of having the zipper from the bottom up,
Yes.
like you know how all pants are, my zipper started at the top. So I had to like shove it in and then
Oh.
also try to like maneuver it down.
Now you know
Dude,
what it's
my
like.
parents watch this podcast, and now my mom
They used
is
to.
going to have to hear about your massive hog.
Your mom loves me. I'm the favorite child.
This is true. She can do
True.
no wrong.
The worst part is, even after this, it's still going to be true.
I also think that now is a perfect time to remind everyone watching, including your parents, that we don't currently have a sponsor
But I'm
on
working
this
on it.
podcast. If
I'm working on it.
Taco Bell representatives hit us up, you have your #1 spokesman right here.
I will make commercials
Otherwise, yeah.
in my backyard with Raz.
There it is.
Oh,
I've
2 for
signed on. Sounds
currently-
cheap to me.
Oh, speaking of doing fun stuff in the backyard with Raz, we currently have access to
Pause.
a like player's grade NFL football helmet.
Yes.
And I'm gonna buy some milk crates later on this week, and we're gonna need your streamer backpack.
That's what I'm talking about. Content.
Content.
That's content right there. Fist bump me. Content.
Producer Ian, how do we idiot-proof that streamer backpack?
Can't. Sorry.
All right, there we have
Well,
it.
then this is also a good time to remind people that we have a Patreon that you can contribute to just to help pad the medical bills that are sure to follow whatever
bought
these
health
two
insurance
doofuses
now.
are doing. Okay,
Oh, do
you're
you
going
want
to
to
learn
talk about the health
really.
insurance? Let's talk about the health
talk about the
insurance.
health
what about the health insurance?
What's about the health insurance?
All right, look, dude.
Let's talk about the fact that Flowers hasn't been to a dentist in over a decade.
I brush my teeth twice a day. I don't have any cavities.
Bang.
But there's also plaque.
I scrub my teeth, bro. Like enamel eviscerator.
There's a song and everything.
Yeah.
It's ready.
All right, go ahead. What about your health insurance? You finally
Oh.
signed up for it.
Well, Raz was making fun of me because I described the way in which I bought it, which was it was December 31st, you know, the last day of the year, which is apparently the last day you're allowed to buy it to have it be effective for the whole next year. Go figure.
Yeah.
And so I was putting this shit off for a while, and I was like, you know what is better than health insurance? Whiskey. And you know what's better than whiskey without doing anything else? Whiskey and Path of Exile. So I drank whiskey and played Path of Exile for like 3 hours, starting at like, 8:30 or something.
Yep.
And it got to the point where I was like, oh, wait, fuck. I'm sub 30 minutes before this timer runs out. And so I was like, okay, whatever, let's go try. So I just went to the website and I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do. So I just started mashing yes to like a bunch of shit. And I don't really know what I bought. I just bought the cheapest one. I call it the McDouble insurance.
Yes.
But we've got health insurance now. I don't know what it does or what it covers, but I got it.
It's extremely cheap, and he has no clue what's in it.
No,
but
no
he has
fucking
health
idea.
insurance.
No idea.
The thing is,
So he can't get hit. He can't get dinged when it comes to tax period because he has health insurance, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for taking this step because I remember for like the last 3 years I've been yelling at you to get health insurance. So I'm proud of you is what I'm saying.
Well, I also got like 2 divine orbs that night, which was
Nice.
way
If Path of Exile doesn't sponsor this podcast, like,
They really
I don't.
should.
They
It actually should.
They honestly should.
Yes.
They honestly should.
For hardcore
Hey, Path of
grinders
Exile,
Dear
what's up?
God.
and for home wreckers. For both of them.
Path of Exile, if you sponsor us, I'll buy the $500 supporter pack that includes the hoodie just so I can wear the hoodie on the show.
Nice.
There it is.
Ooh.
That sounds good to me.
That's actually pretty cool.
Sounds good to me.
You told me that you had something interesting happen on the ride over today.
Oh, he did.
What happened?
He did. Raz has an incredible ability to recognize people.
Okay.
You know? And by that I mean incredible as in you wouldn't believe how bad it is. Because we're in the back of the Uber, we're driving over. You know, it's we're heading over here between 5 and 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Which it's that time of year where that means it's dark, right?
Yeah.
So we're driving over here. We're slowed down, coming up to a stoplight, and Raz just looks at the corner and goes, "Is that a Zale?"
I swear it looked like a Zale.
And there's a guy walking towards us. I'm like, "Nah, man, pretty sure that's just some bald guy." And Raz is like, "We don't know that. We don't know that. Let me get a little closer. Let me get a little
Yeah,
closer."
I was going to take a picture of that. I was going to yell at him.
He walks by. Man looks nothing like that. Literally, the only similarity is he's a tall, white, bald dude. Like, his clothing style is not... Because Isaac usually wears, like, you know, very, like, fancy, like, flashy shoes.
Yeah.
He wears, like, joggers, and he'll wear, like, a cool hoodie.
Yeah.
No, this guy's wearing none of that. Like, nothing about him except for the fact he's bald.
I thought he was extremely casual as Zale. And also, like, he had the same build, kind of. Like,
Describe the build for me.
a little taller, maybe like 6 feet, 6'1" or something like that.
Isaac's, like, 6'4", dude.
I know, but we're far away from the guy. We can't tell he's shorter. And also, he's
So
like
you
kind
can't
of...
tell what his height is, but you recognize the build by the height.
Yes. And also, he looks like... He's not skinny. He's not larger. He just looks like a default character number 1 in like a... If you're going to like Path of Exile or any... Do they have character customization?
No, you literally just pick a
Skyrim. Say
class.
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Which race in Skyrim? Is he just
Human.
a Nord?
He looks like a human,
That's
potentially
not
elf.
an answer for Skyrim.
What's an answer for Skyrim?
Oh,
I thought
Nord.
it was-
Well,
Yeah,
like
Nord.
the humans are different based on where they're from. Like you have Imperials,
true.
you have Red Guard,
That's true.
you have Nords.
That's what
like,
I said. I said
Red
Nord.
Guards.
Imperial. I would say he's Imperial.
Well, he said human.
Yeah, I said human,
Yeah.
which is not right.
Fake gamer. Fake gamer.
Oh,
fake
God.
gamer.
Look,
We
I'm
got
not
him.
buying Skyrim on every platform. My bad, all right?
All right.
That's like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah,
to
that is.
Skyrim. Okay.
So, yes, that may have
So-
happened.
Yeah, no, it was. We were mostly just wanting to tell a story about laughing about the fact that Raz was not able to tell a random bald man walking down the sidewalk from his coworker.
I swear if I
what,
took a
4 years
picture
now?
of him, which would probably not be correct to do.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't just plaster this random guy all over the internet without
Yeah.
talking to him first. But this story brings us to a funny junction, I believe, because you had a similar story.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say, Raz, don't you remember when you were standing in line with me at TwitchCon?
Oh, yeah, I didn't go to TwitchCon.
Yeah, no, you didn't go to TwitchCon, but I was standing in line for the Riot kind of like after party or something. You know how everyone has their activations at TwitchCon,
Yeah.
HyperX, blah, blah, blah. Everyone has one. So I'm waiting in line for the Riot one, and I have producer Ian with me because we just finished our Among Us show that we did at TwitchCon.
Among Us?
Among Us.
Among Us.
Among Us. It was for the Hafu Morning Lobby. It was
Okay.
actually really sweet.
was
Everyone
cute.
cried.
Okay.
Everyone
Cried?
cried.
Oh, there not a dry eye in the house.
No,
They
yeah.
probably cried
cute.
because I had to wake up at 7 a.m. for that. I sincerely appreciate you inviting me to it, but as soon as I saw that it happened at 7 a.m., I was like, I'll never be able to do this.
Who's out here crying at
No
7
way.
a.m.? I'm crying that I have to wake up.
It was heartwarming.
Yeah.
And also, it was the only available slot.
Okay.
So we're waiting in line at the Riot after party or something. And I'm just standing there. I'm talking with some of the other people. You know, there's other streamers and players and
Right,
stuff.
yeah.
And this fan runs up and goes, "Oh my gosh, it's OVILEE'S!" And
Yep.
I'm like, "Hey man, nice to meet you. Hello." I'm like,
Yes.
"Did you want a picture or something?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." And then he turns and he looks at Ian and goes, "Oh my gosh, Raz!"
I was gonna just roll with it and be like, yes, I am Raz. Yes.
He did. He started going like, "Yep, that's
me.
Raz."
Oh my god.
And then I know I have a look on my face like, or something, because then the fan is, he's like trying to figure out, he's like, am I wrong or something?
Oh shit.
And I look at the fan and I'm like, buddy, Raz? And I looked and I was like, that's a hate crime.
No.
He got so flustered where the poor guy was just all like, oh, sorry. And then he left.
Oh shit.
Curses that other black guy. Damn it.
Just let it rock, all right?
Oh my God.
Could have just let it ride. That guy could have sailed
exactly.
off into the sunset and been showing that picture of him and Ian to his friends for years to come.
Yes.
Saying, yo, dude, yeah, come to TwitchCon with us this year. Last year I met OVILEE, and here I am with Raz.
And I would've
people
played it
say,
wrong.
hey, man, that's not Raz, and he won't believe him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ruined the best timeline.
Exactly.
I know, but
No, that's beautiful. That's actually just excellent.
I should have yes-anded. Where's my improv training skills?
Yeah, see, exactly.
Sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
Next time.
I have a weird thing to talk about because it's kind of an announcement, but also maybe not an announcement.
Okay.
Is this NDA'd?
No.
No, we talked about everything before we start the podcast. You
Okay.
know everything.
So look, I'm going to be honest and forthcoming.
Uh-oh.
I was not entirely paying attention to all of the stuff that you were saying when I was here earlier. I noticed the dog bed over there was really soft, and so I was stepping on it.
It is soft.
It is soft. I actually was stepping on it too. Yeah, there you go. See? Yeah. Makes sense.
What's different about the setup today? Our podcast, it looks different.
Yeah.
A little different. Just a tiny bit.
Possibly could have transpired.
Yeah.
You know what? I honestly wonder if we didn't say that and we had him sit down, if he would have picked out anything. That'd be different.
Fair.
Wait, me?
Don't worry about it, honey. Let me just talk about this really
Okay, go for it.
So today we're filming on Mondays. We always film on Mondays and everything. And this Monday, an announcement video was supposed to drop,
Oh.
but I think it's going to get pushed to Tuesday.
Yeah.
And since we record on Monday but post on Wednesday-ish, Thursday-ish,
Yep.
the announcement will come out on Tuesday, so let's just talk about it now.
Let's do it.
But hopefully people will have seen it by now. If they don't, then I'm talking about it, and I don't know if we delete it from the podcast or we just fucking vibe with it. But I'm joining FlyQuest as one of their lead content creators.
Woggy woggy.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
And so I'm super excited. The announcement video that I showed you guys a little bit before is like a huge debate where it looks like I'm rejoining the LCS. And then
Yep.
psych, I fly off on a bee with Papa Smithy to FlyQuest.
Avabee. 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 Avabee.
You're
My
stuck
dog
with that now.
started barking.
Dude, he was cheering with us.
Yes, exactly.
He loves. Jesus Christ. I
We're the
love
most supportive friends you could ask.
Exactly.
You know what? That's actually very true. That's very true. And I'm very blessed. But to talk about the FlyQuest thing for a little bit, joining them as like a content creator, super excited. I was talking with Papa Smithy about it starting around like December, November-ish of last year, trying to figure out,
This has been in the works for a while.
So yeah, a little bit, right? Because I'm trying to figure out, cool, what does 2023 look like and everything.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited for it because, I'll be able to do LCS content again with, like production resources behind me,
Yeah.
and budget
Yeah.
and all that stuff to make something fun. Because you know me, I want to make fun content. I want the batshit crazy content.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited. One of the first things that I'm going to do with them is so you know how LCS, they used to have tailgates?
Yep.
Now they have after parties. Have you not
what?
heard about that?
Nope.
Okay, both of you guys are on the broadcast. You don't know about the after party?
I don't
I didn't
read.
know that the meeting today was in person. I was the one jackass on a webcam, dude.
I will say this.
Alright,
that was also the second jackass, but I showed up a little earlier.
He
so
showed up slightly earlier and then ran. I got there because he showed up. Meetings at 11. Apparently, Raz showed up at 10:55,
Yep.
and they were like, "Meetings in person, man." And so then Raz was just like, "I'll run it," and they're like, "What time yet?"
Yep.
So Raz
12
runs
minutes.
over. I show up because I have a philosophy of like be there on the dot, on
Yeah.
the spot. Like it's like that song. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I need a crack rock on the spot, but without the crack rock. You're just going to
Yeah.
instead.
Is that a song?
I think that's an Usher song.
Some of it was Usher.
It's that video that I sent to you of the crackhead the guy runs into in the alleyway.
I need to see this again. Like, that sounds like great content.
But anyway, no,
Alright.
I like to show up to meetings precisely on time because I got to get my brain into meeting mode and be like focused. Otherwise, I'm not useful in those things because, as you may or may not have noticed, focusing can sometimes be a difficult objective for me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So anyway, I show up at exactly 11 o'clock, and then Josh just like in-person meeting flowers. What the hell, man? Obviously, just screwing with me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
not being serious about it. But I was like, okay, that's my bad. I did not realize. In my defense, there has not been like in person without a you can do it remote if you want option for 3 years
Right.
in
Yeah.
LCS
That's
meetings.
fair.
So I misread the email because I saw it and said meeting in person or online, but that was for the one that occurs at 10:30, which is for every week but week 1. And then the 11 o'clock one is in person. Everyone, please be here.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I screwed that one up. I just read the first line and then copy pasted it to everything below.
Yeah.
I fucked up. I sent the producers a message afterwards. I was like, hey guys, look, that's on me. I fucked that one up. All right, I'll own that. That's,
long as you
that's
own
my
it.
fault.
Fair.
And they were cool about it. They were like, honestly, the fact that it was only you and Raz that forgot, I expected half of everybody to not notice it. So
Yeah.
it works. We're doing all right.
There it
That's
is.
good on you. And then they didn't tell you about the after party.
I don't know much about this after party thing. I was talking to Kangas the other day.
Okay.
You know, he works on like Academy Amateur
Yeah.
or whatever they call it these days type of stuff. And he messaged me about it. And I
Okay.
was like, no, I haven't heard anything about any after parties. And so he tried to tell me a little bit about it, but it was late at night and I was playing Path of Exile, so I don't know exactly what he said.
So
fair.
I'll give you a quick little run because
Okay.
I want to move on. So it's basically going to be similar to the tailgate,
Okay.
but
Okay.
the idea behind it was why have a tailgate at like 9 or 10 in the morning if LCS starts at noon.
Yeah.
And then they pushed it back to 2. So maybe they'll consider tailgates again, but for the first day at least, it's going to be on Thursday, not Friday, which is weird. Just Thursday for opening day.
Yeah.
I think it's called like the MasterCard after party or something. So basically all the teams are going to have
TY
booths.
MasterCard. Sponsor
Thank
this
you.
shit too.
Right?
Got you.
right? So every team is gonna have a booth and stuff.
Yeah.
You know that I have to bring chaos on day 1. So
You're going to,
What's
yeah.
the plan? What are we doing?
the FlyQuest booth is going to be a mechanical bumblebee.
Of
Yo,
course.
that's Pog.
Of
So-
course.
Like a mechanical bull?
It's a mechanical bumblebee.
Cute.
So yeah, it's a mechanical
Can
bumblebee.
you-
So that's maybe dressed as a bumblebee.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's gonna be bull. I'm gonna dress it up as a bumblebee. I think I heard the Amazon delivery like 5 minutes ago. So I'm
You
basically
ordered
Do
a
we have it
mechanical
here?
bull?
Do we have it here? Do
No.
we have it? This
No,
is
it's
gonna be the
yellow
rest of
Bring it
the
on.
episode.
No, it's
This is-
yellow
Bring it
duct
on.
tape.
Let's start riding.
No, it's yellow duct tape. But so Thursday evening, if you guys are in the LCS area or going to LCS, come ride the mechanical bumblebee.
I'm riding it.
I have heard
Oh.
that we are actually sold out on tickets for day number 1 on Thursday.
Oh, holy crap.
Pog!
We are. That is what I heard internally. I don't know if I'm supposed to share that or not, but with the amount of negative publicity LCS has had recently, it would only hurt us not to share it.
Yeah.
So
We'll take
fuck yeah, we got a dub, baby.
We got
are
some wine
sold out
moms and
on
wine
day 1.
dads.
I'm fucking stoked.
That's what I'm all about.
I'm excited. They tweeted it?
Thank God.
Thank you, voice
Thank you, living
from
room.
an abyss.
Wow,
Thank
where
you,
did that
living-
come from?
Let's investigate
The
that voice
sentient living
Ooh,
room.
where did that
in
come
Abyss
from?
because in addition to the FlyQuest tailgate that's happening on Thursday, supposedly on Wednesday, FlyQuest is also dropping another big piece of content,
Oh,
which is
that couldn't possibly be Oddly inspired, could it?
New video alert.
absolutely not. Definitely when it's not Tenacious D, Rise of the Phoenix, except FlyQuest, Saviors of the LCS, featuring yours truly, Ovilee, and special guest, Dad!
Mr. FlyQuest personality.
How's it going?
Good. Welcome to you're our
good to
first
see you.
official guest.
Do you see my feet?
What?
Where's my framing? Okay.
No feet?
I was just curious, like where my.
Ah.
I should have. I'm not wearing matching socks.
don't match.
I know. That's why I was like, I just.
I
Before
actually only wear mismatched socks This time it's the same color.
Except for right now.
Except
Well,
they're like different brands. This one's
different
says-
observation.
I
it's
always
like different
do
brands.
this, except
That's
for the times
except
that I
for right now,
don't do this.
when I describe the
It's like
process. to my
okay,
friends.
this is the closest I get. Matching colors, different brands. That's it.
I feel
okay,
like that's
okay.
fair. But yes, you're
Sorry to totally derail us.
no, that's totally fine because you're
That's
our
what we do
first
here.
official guest on Caster's Couch.
Yeah.
We're in there. But then also, we had a very chaotic Wednesday. That was less than a week ago.
Was that Wednesday?
Yeah, that was Wednesday.
What the hell happened on
than-
Yo,
Wednesday?
it took me like a full 48 hours to recover from that shoot, by the way.
What'd you guys do, man?
So,
I don't know what time you woke up. I woke up at 4 a.m. First of all, I agreed to Avli reached out to me for this project. And basically, that's all that needed to happen was for Avli to be like, I want to use you in a project. And I was like, yes, done, whatever it is. And then we go and record the audio. Tons of fun, studio. And then they shoot me the production schedule. She goes, so we have to be in the desert. And we have to be there at like 7 a.m. And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
What?
Yeah,
She goes, so my house, 5 a.m., we're on the road. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm getting up at 4 a.m. So forced myself to do the whole thing where like when we try and transition to, like overnight
Right,
sleep schedules,
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, I guess I'm trying to go to bed at 8
You just
p.m.
gotta fuck yourself
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Of course, that didn't happen, right? And so I sleep like 4 hours, make it over here. We had a great time driving out to the desert. And then we just worked our asses off from, sun up to sundown.
In the
recording
desert.
this music video.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Goddamn
chilly.
desert.
Right? Because it's winter time, but it was we had a ton of fun.
Okay, that's
but
cool.
like, I haven't moved that much in a long time. You know it's bad when the filming of a music video shows you that you're out of shape.
Yeah.
So the day ended and I was like, oh, we gotta get in the gym,
So this
bro.
is
We
a
gotta get in the gym.
Tenacious D parody in the desert for FlyQuest, and you guys are Jack Black and
Cage.
and Cage.
Yeah.
So you know what? I feel like it sucks because the video isn't out, so you guys haven't seen it. But I have like the final minute. If you guys want to watch the final minute,
We can do final minutes.
Let's do the final minute.
Final minute.
To
do
be
final
fair, the
minute.
final minute is the most chaotic
Okay.
and my favorite part.
Okay.
Let's see it.
So let me pull it up really
This is
quick.
actually more than
Hopefully we
she's
can
even
put this
shown me.
on the video during this point for you guys. Otherwise, you're just gonna feel like we're doing an inside joke without you, and that would feel bad. So sorry if we do that.
Well, that'd be
Well, we
perfect.
can link to the
we
video
can, we
that
can
comes
link
up
to
the
the
same day.
video. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Just give me 1
So
second.
we're just gonna bait them, be like, "Whoa, that's
my-
crazy!
Oh my god, this is brilliant.
I've never seen this been done before."
There's also the magic of editing where we could just quick.
I was gonna say, you just
Yeah.
Well, that's the
No, that's
most.
what I was
wherever
thinking.
it is.
Okay.
yeah.
That's the most
right,
deserted
so this
desert
is-
ever.
This
Editing?
is the
Is
last
that like a
minute.
metaphor?
Deserted desert.
Okay. So,
All right.
so for context,
It won't ever make more sense. It's cool. You can just let it go.
the man is lost. Okay, so for context, the entire song, I sang Flowers the lyrics because I wanted to get his opinion. I was
Sang's
like,
a generous
does
word,
this work?
but you definitely described it to me in a musical.
You're so mean to me.
Yeah, well, bro, I've always got pipes.
You're so mean to me. So we're in the desert. We're singing about saving the LCS, and
Okay.
then this is the whole.
The
women
costumes are
games.
cool.
Yeah, they're really cool. So we were wearing the robes and everything. You were a. What
I
were
was
you
sweating
called?
so much.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I made such a bad call wearing a leather jacket underneath it because they're
Yeah.
trying to dress like rocker vibe,
Right,
right?
yeah.
And in the
Yeah.
morning it was freezing, so I was like, "Oh, leather jacket,
Yeah,
that'll be
yeah.
nice." As soon as we start moving, I was like, "This was the
gets
worst
you?
choice I could have made." But it's on and it's in the shot, so like I have to wear it now. I'm
Oh
committed
my
for the rest
God.
of the day. Oh yeah. Anyway,
I did
do it.
tank top vibe. Okay, ready? The first is just padding. There's gonna be editing over this, but it's just padding for the first.
This is fucking sick, dude.
Who are those kids?
Raz! That's the players, man.
That was Bender. Yeah. Oh, this is amazing. What the fuck?
That was cool, man. I like it. I like it.
So that's the final. To be fair, like the final minute is the best part of the video
Yeah,
just
it gets a
because
little
that's
crazy.
It's where the song crescendos, yeah. like, of
exactly.
course.
Although I have a feeling the other bit, well, I guess it'll have already come out, right? Okay.
Yeah.
The other bit for me, though, what I actually think is when everything starts falling, the part where everything starts falling apart, I think that bit's pretty fun, too.
It's great.
And that they didn't get to see.
Yeah,
So,
FlyQuest did a super awesome job on
more
putting it
water.
together. Shout out to Rocky on the FlyQuest video team, who was freaking amazing, because when I come in with a vision of something, I'm like, producer Ian knows this, where I come in with a fever dream and then they have to figure out like how to tell me no on some parts or make it a reality.
Right.
How you
totally.
feel, Ian, when she drops an idea on your table?
They're all brilliant, and everything is perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect. There we go. Amazing. I love it. I'm not gonna lie.
The man knows how to deal with on-camera talent.
As he does.
You're right. I'm wrong. I'll make it work.
Yeah.
Here's your Fiji
All of
water.
your ideas are brilliant.
Yeah.
You've never said anything wrong. No, the whole experience was incredible. Honestly, too, for how quickly, at least from the perspective of when I came on the project, I know you guys were probably ideating on it before that, but like the speed at which I was brought on and everyone was able to move, and the agility of the day. I mean, we got a lot done in a single day of filming, and again, you have to beat the sun, right?
Yeah.
As soon as
Yeah.
the sun goes down, your shots are ruined. So we got in just under the wire. I mean, everyone from Rocky through the production assistants that we had on the day that day, KO as well on makeup there. I mean, just brilliant all around. So super pumped for it to come out. And see
I
how
have
people
to be
react.
honest. I was afraid after Trisha went to Cloud9 that I was like, I really hope FlyQuest, because they had such great momentum in terms of like having outward branding
Yeah.
that people can identify with. I was like, damn, did they lose that? That has to be the sickest video I've seen from FlyQuest, period.
Let's go.
That is just so damn
review.
cool. And I feel like immediately alleviated.
Yeah.
Like
I mean-
immediately.
So many more LCS teams need to do that shit. I do not want to see, if you are an LCS team or an LCS team participant, somebody in the organization, whatever, I do not want to see some goddamn graphic telling me that you lost today. I do not care. Give me something interesting. Give me something compelling. Tell me a story with some wacky media that's engaging to fans that may or may not care about you yet.
I have a good idea.
That's what you got to do. That's how you get more
Rat
people.
Brass has a good idea.
Great idea.
Self-proclaimed
Okay,
good
how
idea.
about, okay, imagine this. Close your eyes.
I'm closing.
All right.
Aurora Borealis.
Okay.
We lost 0-1. Is that fine? Do you like that branding?
Sorry, what?
I'm going to throw myself out the fucking window. What did he say? It said Aurora Borealis 0-1. That was what a certain LCS team posted every single game day last year because they lost every goddamn game they played.
What team was that? I don't know.
Put on your
Aurora
shield.
Borealis is a green theme.
Yes. You get your sword,
Is that immortal?
your shield, and
It
your
happens to be a
helmet.
green theme. And most of the time, we would just see them post an image that was an Aurora Borealis like desktop wallpaper that just said 0-1 on it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well this isn't it. Like you got to
Yeah.
give me more than this.
I mean, like, this is just you guys know all the weird stuff that I made for LCS, before LCS, during, after LCS.
I've worked with you on a lot of it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
I know
I've
both
tried
of you
my
have.
my
He's
best
been
to avoid
naked
it
with
all,
me.
Oh,
Here
you're
you
right.
are,
That's
but
one
here
thing.
you are
That was my
on the
first
fastest
experience with
house.
all of it. Second
the
experience,
content
actually.
found me.
No,
Second
but
experience
exactly,
with
it's
that.
like I want to make stuff that's fun. If FlyQuest is saying we want to make stuff that's fun too,
Yeah.
Yeah,
then
that
that's the
matches up.
perfect. That's the
Yeah.
perfect pair. But
hell
like,
yeah.
I do want to say, like, we had never done anything together. Like, I hang out with these two bozos all the time, but I feel like we've never had like, okay, cool, let's sit down, let's shoot the shit, let's do this
yeah.
or let's do that outside of a work environment. So I was nervous, to be honest. I'm like, when he's James, I'm like, but will he? Can he commit? Like, can he have this fun
Can I
side? We've
commit?
seen him. I
does
don't
not
want to
know.
say
Can
this.
I commit?
Can he commit?
I don't.
Wow! Invitational 2015. Do you forget yourselves, gentlemen?
Hey, let's not forget Canada versus United States.
Let's go
show
that whole,
match.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, no, I'm with you though. It is pretty funny how given the fact that we worked on the same product for a long time,
Yeah.
that we had never really had the opportunity to work together. And even as two of the people who would most often at that time in the LCS be like willing to jump into sketches,
Exactly,
we
yeah.
were never utilized together. So absolutely. I mean, I for sure had some apprehension as well, but more around like just wanting to live up to the expectations, right? And actually deliver. But again, I mean, credit to you and credit to everybody who was on set that day. I mean, the thing that matters most is that you feel safe in a filming environment, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the only way where you can just completely let go, right?
Yeah,
like
and be yourself and immerse yourself in what you're doing.
right? I'm sure the same exists as a play-by-play caster, right? You're like, I have to have the trust of everyone in the production room and my co-caster for me to be able to go all out,
Right.
you know, right?
Yes.
And know that they're going to be there with me. Same thing, and that trust was there. And so, yeah, I mean, like, God, I failed a lot on that, you know, like fucking up lip syncs. I ate shit. I really hope you guys are clipping out when I got the boulder. I just ate shit.
Add it.
So
Add it.
I saw
Don't
in
take it
the
out.
ground.
Don't take it out.
The take that we're using is a really good one of you. It's
Okay.
not the one where you eat shit, but it's the one where you.
Oh no, I don't want that one in the the eat shit one.
just hope
I
they
think
have it.
I think you should just clip that moment
Oh, it's
out
like a blooper.
where I
Yeah,
start to
yeah.
run forward and it just boom,
I
just
would love
fall
that.
flat on my face.
I would
like,
love that.
Oh yeah, there
you
were some
send that
great
to me?
moments, a lot of failures, but
We'll send it to you.
Thank you.
That actually reminds me, especially like because you guys were talking about having to beat the sun and stuff like that. It reminds me of a similar story that I had. And so I want to recollect this because it's one of the most wholesome things I experienced making content. So it was back during, do you guys remember 2019? It was the last year of Rift Rivals where we did the Rap Rivals video.
Yeah.
And we did like in the old school hip hop style. And so essentially I'm just wearing like the tracksuit and the fake like big gaudy jewelry. And we rented that old car that I drove around LA. And it was really fun. And during that last scene, like later parts in the, I think it's the last part of the song, the last 1 minute, you see me like standing up on a hill overlooking like Hollywood, and there's all these people around me jumping and cheering and stuff like that. Those weren't paid actors.
oh really?
Those were not people recruited by Riot at all. That was, I believe they were a Jewish university that did a tour around big spots around the country to see all the different culture and stuff in America, and they happened to be there. They saw me doing the video, and they thought it was cool. And so we talked to them. We were like, yo, do you guys want to be in the video? Like,
said,
just
hell yeah.
hop around and get hype while I'm saying these lines. And then they did, and so that was what that whole crowd was. That
so
was never planned. That was never supposed to be a part of it. And the best part was, we literally got there and we were rushing because, like you were talking about, we were like, oh shit, dude, we're losing sun. We've got 45 minutes left. How do we make this epic? And then all of a sudden, we're just a crowd of people shows up that are into what we're doing.
That's so
And we
dope.
had our answer instantly.
That's cool.
That's good.
It was super sick.
And it's so funny that mental imagery that's their view of LA.
Like, go to LA, you just find some guy rapping on the street corner. It happens all the time.
exactly.
Happens
Some
all
guy-
the time.
Some guy in a tracksuit's rapping on top of a mountain. Go jump around him and you're in a music video.
They're filming music videos every other block.
California. Hollywood. Oh my gosh.
Wholesome times.
Yeah, so go watch it. If you
Yeah.
haven't watched
Yes.
it
If
yet,
it's out
go
right
watch
now,
it.
if it's out right now, go watch it. If it's not out right now, then that means this scene was probably cut from the podcast, and we'll be releasing it as bonus content on the Twitter for Caster's Couch later on this week, which you can subscribe to below me right now. We're gonna edit this into.
Do you have your own You have a separate Twitter?
Caster's Couch has
We
its own
have
Twitter.
Damn.
Twitter,
We're
Instagram,
up to, like,
TikTok,
200 whole
website,
followers.
Y'all
Patreon.
official.
Which is like 200 more than we had last week. So you know
I'm
that's
not-
all right.
My phone's over there, but I'll follow later. I didn't
Yeah,
realize
we also
they
have
had
a
its own account.
Patreon for only
Damn.
$1 for the first 100 people. We actually have like 7 Patreons right now, which is pretty cool.
$7.
Whoa!
Yo, that probably pays for the 2 key lights to be on for one episode.
True.
Yeah, probably.
maybe Ian's like,
Ian's
they
like,
suck a
it's
bit of power. Yeah.
Don't ask about Raz.
I think it paid for this as well.
The Caster Couch image.
Yes.
That's our new sign.
What is it?
Find the
It's
garbage
a trash bag.
right where it belongs.
Sponsored by Glad.
You called us trash?
No, I was recycling.
Well, we're recycling too. Into the blue bin it goes.
Oh, you
Wow,
guys are.
guys.
Let's talk about James right now because
Okay.
I feel let's talk about James.
talk about
Let's
it.
get,
Wow, that was
let's get
like-
the
Yeah.
attention.
Shit, I walked
off
into an
of me.
intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an intervention. Listen, as someone who has also been removed from the LCS. No, I'm just kidding.
I ain't touching this one.
Too soon. Too soon.
Get over here. Give me the fuck over here.
I've been in a similar position of where do we go now that the LCS is somewhere else? But I just want to know, you did the FlyQuest music video.
Yes.
What else are you up to? I saw more streaming from you.
Yeah, so kicking up some streaming, trying to find some level of consistency with that. That's difficult while we're kicking up a few other things. But found out today that I got approved for co-streaming for the LCS.
Let's go, man! Yeah.
So that's dope. So funny that we talk about like, oh yeah, since like LCS, I'm like, well, but I'm actually still gonna be on camera every time the LCS is on camera. So Thursdays and Fridays on my stream, I'll be co-streaming.
This Thursday, you're gonna be there for
This
kickoff, right?
Thursday, I'll
Okay.
be there for
Fucking go.
kickoff. So yeah, Thursdays and Fridays, and then hopefully, yeah, I mean, like I'll probably do this first week just by myself, and then start trying to pull in guests and or.
That's what it is,
do
man.
stuff with
It's
Media
collab
Speaky
meta.
or
Yeah,
Dom
it's
or
collab
LS,
meta.
exactly, and just kind of see who all I can make content with on that front. And then, as some people may know, I will be hosting spring and summer finals weekend of the LCS, so I will be on site for those two events.
Four.
Yeah.
I do that every time, man. Every time I say a number, I hold it up with both hands, and then I'm like, but that's not that number anymore. You fucking idiot.
You're showing two
You know,
and then
like,
peace on the other.
You know what I mean? I'm always like, yeah, 2. And then
Right,
I'm like,
yeah.
but that's-
Love and
But
peace.
like,
No, that's
now, yeah. And then everyone's like, 4?
You're giving him the
2?
Nixon, bro.
It's a what?
The
The
Nixon.
Nixon.
Don't worry.
I am
It's
not a
alright.
crook.
Don't worry about
said
it.
this?
Stay in your lane.
You're too
I'll
young.
believe
It's all good.
it. Yeah, because we were definitely around
Oh,
during
Jesus.
the
Yeah,
Nixon
we
era.
were
For
definitely
sure.
we were around during
Yeah.
For
Watergate.
sure, yeah, definitely.
We were around back then.
I thought Nixon was a character on Futurama for the longest time.
No, he's from Path of
you did
Exile.
not.
Fictional character,
No,
Richard
yeah.
Nixon.
So no. Before we go any further with your plans, because you were talking about your stream, I actually wanted to bring up something.
What? Oh no, what?
I wanted to bring up something very important.
I'm
because
scared.
Oh,
you know
Jesus,
what I like
what
to
are
do?
you-
Do you know what I like to do, James?
What do you like
What?
to do?
Whenever I'm just kicking back and I'm eating lunch or I'm eating dinner, I like to watch my friends' streams.
Oh lordy.
I really do.
Okay.
It's great television for me.
Yeah.
And I don't usually chat when I'm doing that.
Fair enough.
I'm a lurker, right? I'm,
Yeah,
I'm eating.
that's me
right?
too. I'm a lurker
My
in
hands are
streams.
occupied.
Yeah.
So imagine my surprise
Uh-oh.
when today I go on my nice TV and I flick it on and I'm like, who should I go? Let's check my following. Oh, Dash is streaming. Let's see what Dash is.
Okay.
Doing. So I tune into Dash's stream, and the first thing I see
Uh-oh.
is you reading aloud a question from Twitch chat.
Yes.
Now, do you remember what question that might be?
Ooh, well, it could have been. I can think of a few that it might have been. So one, it could have been who has the worst style on the LCS. Somebody asked me that. They
Ooh,
asked
I know
me
who
of
you're
your-
answering
of your
on that
previous
one.
coworkers who has the worst style, and I was like, I'm not going to answer that.
Because she's sitting right here.
You should have asked that. You should have answered.
I mean, look
that.
at your fucking shirt, man.
Yeah, I'm in a science.
It's science.
Hentai. I didn't even know it was hentai.
Okay, so it wasn't that.
Okay.
If
I
it
didn't even
wasn't
know.
That, fuck, man. What else did anyone ask me?
It might
about?
have been
You
the
guys.
one that happened to do with, hey, James, why is your house more poorly decorated than Captain Flowers? And James had 2 answers.
Yeah,
And those
2.
answers were,
Yeah, oh,
number
yeah.
1,
Yes.
he said to the caller, fuck you.
I did.
Number 2, he said,
the first
well,
thing I
when you
said.
put it like that, it's a good point. So,
I did.
What
These
the
are all-
hell,
this
man?
is what I said.
what the hell, man?
Well, you know, I don't have much of a defense for that because you're right. Those are the things that came out of my mouth, but I do stand by them.
Look, Flowers' house decorations have been fantastic.
Raz loved the
pretty
newest
good.
edition
No,
of the
first,
living
I was
room.
gonna say. First of all, Flowers has impressed the shit out of me with his setup.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, Flowers.
Here we go.
If a stranger was like, whose house do you? If we asked the stranger, right,
Yes.
whose house do you think is better decorated?
Yours.
Mine or Flowers? Do you think they would say mine? Right?
Yeah, most people would vote you.
True.
Like,
I
you're
think
more
most
in
people
tune
would
with
vote
fashion
that.
and
Again,
stuff.
whether it's
Yeah.
true or not, because I actually don't think that's true. Like I said,
Like,
my
most-
house
most
is my house
people-
is very undecorated
Most people
currently.
would vote you. Like you're more like attuned to fashion and style and things like that.
Exactly.
What,
So
what if my house was thrown into the mix?
Well, we don't vote on tornadoes, bro.
Well, yours is here's what I would. People would go. OVILEE'S is surely decorated.
Not well. Look at. Hold on. We got bunnies from gay porn.
Yeah.
Hey,
We got-
shut your face. That's my husband.
We got
OVILEE, let me ask you a
JoJo
question.
and
Do you
other JoJo.
consider everything
We got
that's
that one
in a
chick whose
pile
head
behind this
pops off.
couch
Yeah.
to be
I can
decoration
see the underboob on
or
this
storage.
storage?
OVILEE?
Storage. Okay.
Where is your stripper pole?
Oh, noticeable
yeah.
lack of stripper pole.
There used to be a stripper pole in
Noticeable
here.
lack of stripper
Yeah.
pole.
I
Currently.
got sad one day and I took it down because I said, I don't deserve to be a stripper.
What?
Wait, we're continuing the theme, by the way, of OVILEE'S house is only decorated in a completely analogous,
Yeah.
like to her happiness,
yeah.
right? Again,
Yeah.
we've come
No.
back to my emotions determine.
No, this is
that
the
my
through
house
line. This is
needs,
the through line for the
needs
whole
to
show.
be decorated in a different way currently.
Yeah, no,
This is insane. Avilee, you are definitely stripper energy. And would you agree with us that she could easily be a stripper?
I think maybe I go to different strip clubs.
Put that goddamn pole back up.
There's variety, you know?
Yeah. So, but I will
Shit,
say,
where were we? Anyway,
Decorate your house.
back to the point,
Okay.
which is just to say that. I think if the assumption is that people would think my house would be decorated better than yours,
Yeah.
it crystallized for me in that moment when they were like, it's saying something that Flowers' house is better decorated, and I agree with him, and it just kind of crystallized it for me. I'm like, yeah, my
For
walls
what
are
it's
very
worth,
bare.
I appreciate you giving me a very serious answer to what was absolutely
super trolling question.
A shit post of a question. Like this entire
me.
this entire question was posed in bad faith to put you in a corner,
Yeah.
and I think you navigated your way out of the corner very well.
Thank you.
On that
Thank you,
note,
thank you.
Can I put
I
you
do
back?
have to have
Okay.
you over to the house sometime because as one of my Christmas presents, I got the like the early 1800s painting of the depiction of Napoleon crossing the Alps, like he's on the horse and charging forward. I have that. But it's Captain Flowers riding Skarner. It's done in the exact same style. The Skarner's rearing up. It's my face on like the body of Napoleon with the sword and everything.
Yeah.
Even in the background, the soldiers fighting with bayonets are minions. It's
That's so cool. See, here's what I will say when it comes
It's
to
really good.
like style, design,
Thanks,
anything like that. The difference between myself and Flowers and where Flowers beats me is Flowers knows himself better than I know myself.
Aw, steep.
And he's he's more confident in who he is than I am in who I am
I
on
like
that
that.
front. If
I
that
like
makes
that.
sense, right? Like so, and I think that points to the fact that like he was like, this is going in my house. You didn't see what I just saw, but he looked at that and he said, yes, this is going in my house.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
I was going to say,
I'm gonna show the camera.
I need to see this work of art.
I thought she was gonna
It
say,
is
"Fuck
a
the
fucking
Patreon."
work of art, by
yeah,
the way.
shit.
It's
It
great.
is spectacular.
That is incredible.
Raz, you were trying to chime in with
Insane.
something.
Yes, I was going to come out and put Captain Flowers back into that corner. James.
Oh God, not again. I
James?
don't like being asked questions.
No, this is gonna be great. Does
I
your
know. Okay, let me be the host again.
this is where I switch up.
Position's been filled.
This is where I switch up. Does your house have a district for spiders?
What?
It was not a district, it was a town.
That's a fucking big town
Mine
for
does
spiders.
Not. Mine does not have a designated
exist anymore.
spider
did.
district.
Guys, I'm just saying, this man had a district.
It was not a district. Okay,
What does
look.
that mean?
It was
Okay.
a country.
Either.
Okay.
It was a society.
back like after a year of living in my place.
Yes.
You know, like Rona. So I moved into the house that I currently live in at the beginning of 2020. Rona hits like 3 months into it. Everything is despair and bullshit. Everything's closed. Everything's like not happening. You sit in your house, you'd be sad all day. Like
Yeah.
that's the entirety of life, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So eventually I noticed that there are a couple of little spiders in the corner of my kitchen that were making their webs and eating all the bad bugs. Okay. And I was like, yo, this is super sick. Like let's leave these guys here. Let's not disturb them. When I clean up, I'm not gonna fuck
Okay,
up their
so
webs.
this is where you and I.
yeah.
This is the point of the story where you and I are doing this. I just wanted to demarcate
I'll
that
have
point
you
of
know,
the story.
sir. Like this, if this is where we fork, the prong on that fork goes all the way.
I know. I'm excited to see where we go.
Because I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
to the
yeah.
point where eventually I was like, okay. Once things were kind of calming down a little bit and society was opening up more, and I was like, okay, I actually can live my life as a real person again.
Yeah.
I was like, we got to clean up some of this shit. I got to get rid of some of all this garbage.
Right.
So I threw away like 32-liter bottles of Jack Daniels and all sorts of other bullshit
Right.
like that were piled up in my kitchen. But in moving all of these things,
Here it is.
I had to disturb the ecosystem that existed.
Oh, what a
This,
bummer.
this ecosystem, I had not come to realize, consisted of almost an entire stretch of spider webs and spiders along the back parts of my kitchen that was roughly equal to, like, there were probably about 60 spiders in there or so, and a long web that extended for about a grand total of 6 feet. I liked them. I noticed that there were, you know, a lot of spider webs. I didn't think that they were one giant thing, but I called it Spidertown.
Yes.
Okay.
And so
It was a thriving town. Great economy.
Spidertown was around for a couple of months. I'll tell you what, I never saw one bug of any other kind that wasn't a spider.
There's
in
your
my
advantage
house.
right there.
Right.
Well,
Right.
so
But
look,
I like
hey, it's a trade-off, right? It's like, are you cool if spiders lay eggs in your mouth and ears while you sleep for the trade-off of no flies and other weird bugs.
They're my
in your
allies.
house. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it's
He's the
it's
Spider King.
that's exactly it. I mean, like, look, I respect it. That's a choice, and you made it.
So I tried to. I took most of them and I just threw them outside because I was like, well, I'm not going to kill you guys.
Good.
Right? You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
There
right?
it
Like,
is.
you
Yeah.
gotta
Closing
you gotta get the fuck out of
time.
here.
He just sang it to them, and
He
they
just
all
said
started to
semi-sonic.
funnel out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but there was one who wasn't happy. He was the biggest. He was the baddest. He was the oldest. He was the chattest.
He was the previous king.
He was the original one
Yeah.
that lived in the corner. I named him the Viceroy.
Oh, nice.
And when
You
I tried
named
to
him.
take the Viceroy outside, he jumped to the the wood paneling on the
said,
side
"Bitch,
towards where the
no."
door was, and he scurried back under the refrigerator. And to this day, the Viceroy, I believe, is still down
He's
there.
the resistance.
He's plotting his revenge.
Oh my God!
I actually
dude, you forced him underground.
Yeah.
Oh, the
No,
resistance
I
is
know.
building,
Yeah,
sir.
It's going to turn into a civil war.
They're growing
It's going to turn into a
strong.
civil war. Myself
No.
versus the Viceroy.
I'm not going over to your house.
Oh, I'm going back.
I'm not going over to your
Raz
house.
just showed up
anymore.
all suited up. Trash can lid and a ruler.
Spiders are benevolent creatures. What's wrong with you?
They have legs and they bite. And I found one on Thresh one time and I screamed.
What?
Fair.
Something we've
So when
learned.
is the Dash OnlyFans coming out?
It's been requested more times than I care to.
I will say
Subscribe to our
Recognize.
Patreon, and you can
it's been very clear. A dash commits. We've
He
learned
does?
this early on.
As we
learned
know,
that.
He does.
Yes,
Yeah.
commits.
And he
Which
bites
is
and he
why
has
you
legs.
could never let me create an OnlyFans because I will commit. So, as my friends,
Have you ever
I'm asking
seen
you here and now.
There's like these videos. I can't remember if they're from TikTok or like short YouTube stuff or whatever. It's this guy. The family's Australian because his fucking voice immediately gives it away. He has the accent and like the dialect to go along
course.
with it, right?
Yeah.
And so he comes home. His mother is permanently upset with him because of his life choices. So he's like a male OnlyFans model, and he was
Love
also like he apparently caused trouble back when he was younger or whatever. So he just shoves the door open. He's like, "Hey, mom, I'm back." And she's just like, "Why are you here? You're supposed to be out getting a job." You know, he's like, "Nope, go and go save me sister." And he kicks his sister's door open. He's like, "Here you go, mate." And he just fucking throws wads of money at her.
What?
He's like, "Fuck all your student debt. That shit's bullshit. Paid for it with me cock." And then it's like, and so he literally like
My man.
The notion is so kind because he's like, I'm gonna take all this money that I have and I'm gonna pay off my sister's student debt. But he just jumps in like a jackass
Yeah.
and hawks the
Oh,
money
yeah.
across the room, and then he's like, "All right, see you, mom." And then he
Good on
leaves.
him, man.
Paid it with my
Good
cock.
on him.
What the fuck?
How can you act like that's weird?
No, I love it, but also what the fuck? Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying that's an idea.
Seamless transition.
Yeah,
So
well, no.
Is this about where you expected us to be at this point?
Spidertown
Right about right
OnlyFans
here.
models.
Spidertown? I don't
Spidertown
know.
male OnlyFans models.
All I know is that I'm gonna take us in a completely fucking different direction.
All right, boys, buckle up. We're left turning.
right.
We're left turning.
Let's do it.
This is gonna be such a hard left turn. Producer Ian saw Puss in Boots.
Whoa!
Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta time this out real quick. I have seen people talking about Puss in Boots.
shit.
I thought that was a 2002 movie.
No, it came out Christmas.
First one was 2011, but
2011.
This is
Okay,
the
so it's an
sequel.
11-year-old film, and everybody.
no. This is the
this is a
sequel
sequel.
to Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots
This is
2.
Puss in
Okay.
Boots 2.
The Last
Hey,
Wish.
guess what? I'm gonna say something more controversial than what we just got done talking about.
Here we go.
I'm gonna fucking lay this shit on because I've already told you this before. You
Truth
almost hit
bombs.
me for saying it.
I'm not gonna like this.
I'm worried.
What was it?
I don't enjoy watching movies made for children. Like,
Okay, all right.
Hold up.
Murder
hold up.
aside.
Here's the thing. I take issue with the idea. I take issue with the idea that
find children.
that animated movies are made solely for
no.
children.
I didn't say animated movies for a reason. I didn't say animated
Well,
movies for a reason.
fine, but Puss in Boots, Shrek, those movies are not made solely for children.
They're really not. Certainly not
They're
this
not.
one.
Shitting on Shrek?
So,
I'm not shitting on Shrek.
well,
but like,
I'm sorry. I was just bringing it up because it's derivative, right? Puss in Boots.
Right,
But
right,
the
yeah,
point
yeah.
I was going to make is just that, like, I just take issue with the idea that some things, yes, might be made solely for children, but even then, man, like, parents have to. But yeah, I'm like, every Pixar movie, there are so many for parents only jokes
yeah.
and shit in
I
those
know,
things, and I'm
but
like, this was actually made for parents.
Yeah.
But
and
so much of the
tolerable
story
for
focuses
children.
on stuff that's like it's made for younger audiences. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm not trying to say this movie is objectively bad. I am not saying that.
Flowers
I
hates
am
fairy tales.
I am saying
Flowers hates fun.
this movie is not for me. I'm saying as a 32-year-old man, if you tell me I want to go watch Wall-E 2, I'm going to say have fun.
Okay.
Like, that's what I'm
I
saying.
am gonna have fun watching this too, man.
And for that
Oh,
statement-
yo, I'm gonna
Producer
laugh my
Ian.
ass off. Yeah, tell us about it.
Who and then who did you see Puss in Boots with and why?
Oh!
Are we going to spice it?
No, we're not. We're
Damn.
absolutely
no.
not.
Damn!
I would say Puss in Boots 2, The Last Wish, by the way.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, it's a colon.
It
and
is
a subtitle.
not for children.
See?
The
Oh,
movie
there it is.
starts with Puss losing his 8th life. He's a cat. He only has 9.
Damn. They
And
put
then-
him on
Then
one
he's-
and done.
He is stalked by the physical embodiment of death the entire rest of the film.
Let's go.
The most terrifying movie villain of the past calendar year.
Yeah.
Strangely arousing.
Stop.
Okay. No, for only one person.
The furries.
Can we
We're
try
bringing this up in a course. We're going to bring this up in a second.
Y'all put me here on the couch,
I'm
knowing
good
that
right
that
here.
was a possibility.
No,
You're right
no,
next to-
She is deranged.
You're right next to someone wearing a hentai shirt that is now clearly a furry.
No, obviously.
But Puss in Boots
There is a foxtail somewhere around
Puss
here.
in Boots.
Oh,
Puss
God.
in Boots, very good movie. It scared the
I
crap
haven't
out
seen
of
it
me.
yet, but I want to see it
Go
for
watch
sure.
it. Go
I
watch
saw a
it. It's
clip.
great.
I saw a clip.
Of the wolf.
See, like,
The wolf.
The wolf was a really cool clip.
Yeah.
see, this is like the difference.
There
I
was an
guess. It's
Attack
like,
on Titan kind of thing
I
going
don't
too.
feel compelled to watch it.
That's fine. I get it. I totally get
You're
it. I was
missing
just
out.
giving you shit earlier. There are so many things I don't feel compelled to watch.
Yeah. I
Animated
don't know.
films is not in that category.
Right.
I will watch pretty much any animated film, but like for me, it's like horror. Like I hate horror.
Oh, I
films.
love horror.
No, I just don't find
I
them
will,
entertaining at
like-
all. They're just stupid. Every character makes the dumbest. You know, I
No,
cannot.
bad horror is terrible.
But that's
if
the
you
thing.
get
I
some
just
good
like there are a
horror-
few psychological thriller, thriller.
Oh, you like
that's back
you
in the
like
realm where I'm
psychological
like,
thrillers.
yeah, you
I got-
can.
I got some
yeah,
shit
I'm
that'll
like,
make
you
you not
yeah,
sleep
I'm
right
like, you
for a
can mess
week.
with
I
me.
got some good shit.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
but straight up horror films. That's where I'm like, yeah, you miss me with that.
Right,
Like, I'm not even. Gonna,
I'm not trying to
Okay.
watch Saw 17.
Yeah,
It's just
no
torture.
interest.
Okay, can I just say quickly
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
that gore is not horror? Okay.
True.
I
That's
agree.
fine.
That's
yeah. Well, because
more-
you
Yes.
have like a war film where a lot of people are dying. That's
Yeah.
not horror. That's just gore.
That's
Yeah,
because
yeah,
there's
yeah.
so many, I'm going to say it, just cheap horror flicks that will try and get people to be like, yeah, this is horror. We're not scaring you. We're just grossing you
Just
out.
hacking people to death.
Yes.
It's torture porn. Yeah.
Yes.
Essentially, that's all.
So that's, I always hated films. Saw's probably one of them. It is one of them.
yeah,
go
no,
to the
that's
movie theater
every
for
Saw
that, or-
after Saw 2
Yes.
is that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scare me, don't sick me out. Like,
Okay.
that's my biggest
Fair.
thing.
I get that. I think we've talked a lot
Yeah.
for our second episode
Yeah.
of this podcast.
Pretty good.
I think that's pretty good. To producer Ian, how are we?
We can bring it home.
We can bring it home.
bring it
Nice.
Let's bring it home. Where can everyone continue to follow and watch? Clearly, LCS watch parties every Thursday and Friday.
Every
now.
Thursday and Friday. At least that's the hope. I'll let you know if I gotta miss one.
Yo, I'm watching it there.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
watching
that's
it
me too, that's me
twitch.tv/TheJamesDash.
too, that's me.
The James Dash.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, on Twitch it's the James Dash. On Instagram, same thing, the James Dash. On Twitter is the only one I think where it's just James Dash. But follow me on any of those socials, and I tweet out, I Instagram story out
Hell yeah.
every time I go live and stuff like that. And yeah, follow all the channels and catch me next time I'm live.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, who knows? One of the first days I might not co-stream is I actually would like to come see the LCS in person.
Oh, there
Like
you go.
as a fan.
Yes.
The
Like I
Bumblebee.
haven't done it since season 3
Yeah.
wow.
of the LCS. So season 3 of the LCS would have been the last time I was able to just call myself purely a fan
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
LCS and gotten to like sit in the audience and watch it. So I'm actually pretty pumped about going to do that. I'm gonna give it a few weeks to let the broadcast and everybody get off the ground. But then yeah, maybe I'll show up a show and hang out
I
at
don't
the
give a fuck.
FlyQuest
You should-
after party.
Hell yeah.
All I'm saying, you better come roll your ass in anytime. I will say
Do you think
very
they'll let me back? You think they'll stop me at the door if I just just like try to walk through?
If
James?
if they do, I'll come up and just be like, hey, this is
I kind of wonder if I could just
well,
like
no,
fucking
flowers,
just
flowers,
walk around.
my manager.
flowers,
this is my manager.
sneak them in a box.
flowers. As someone with experience, yes.
They're gonna stop me. Damn.
No,
I'll
we're
get you in.
gonna straight Kojima you. You're in a box. You're just gonna come straight through.
Yo, Metal Gear Solid. We're getting you in there, baby.
Yes.
I
Cardboard
wonder.
box.
I should just put on a definitely not glasses and come sit on the analyst desk for one day.
That would be great.
without saying a word.
No,
I
that'd
would
be good
love
content. I would do that shit. Yeah. You,
And
you
here's
nod.
my day
you,
rate.
It's
You
good
nod
content.
or you shake. That's it. You nod or shake.
Exactly.
It's good content. All of our social medias, Caster's Couch, Twitter, Instagram. We have TikTok, YouTube.
Be
Clearly,
specific when you type that into the search bar.
True.
If you're
Okay?
looking at it
Be
in
specific.
Google, type Caster's Couch YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Make
sure-
and possibly Ovily, Captain Flowers, Raz,
Like,
League of
put
Legends.
YouTube
Yes.
in it.
As many
Maybe
qualifiers
don't,
in it.
don't
as you
listen.
can.
Don't even worry
Patreon
about
as well.
It.
Check out the Patreon.
Next time, you
Caster's
should
Couch.
probably have a sign to make it very clear for people that they're watching Caster's
Yeah.
Couch.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know,
need
some,
a
yeah,
logo.
some kind
We
of
need some kind of
some kind of a thing.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.
We should get a sign.
Don't worry about it. This was James. He's been here with us. He's
Thank
been
you,
on his
Dash.
Thank you all
We'll see
very
you
much.
next time.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna go pee on your toilet seat.
Get him!